Hello and welcome to the world of Mojarto, a world that will open up when you go to mojarto.com. But what fairs like Ambiente India open up is just how innovative this space of deco and collectibles is becoming. But there is just a slight bummer. And that bummer is that they are restricted by dates, but Mojarto is not. Here we celebrate collectibles and deco all year round without any restriction because we're online. Over 40 brands to choose from across objedar, jewelry and merchandise, Mojarto has tapped into the growing interest in this sector and created a marketplace that brings it all together. Jars that used to be jars and are still jars but with a tap. Wooden creations that use this age-old hard fibrous material in fascinating ways. Giving you space to rethink how you want to use space. And indulgence for your ears, hands and neck with comfort to rest them on is what we have brought together from creators across the country, like on display at the recent Deco Fair Ambiente India at Pragati Maidan in Delhi. But the reason we were there was to also reaffirm our excitement about this space.
The Indian market has woken up to this. So you have so many home product stores now and all of them are doing well. So much so that the e-commerce space, which was dominated by fashion and consumer goods, have also found many companies now, many startups who are only dealing in furniture, home furnishing, textiles, and I'm really proud of that. So the younger generation today, they realize that, for them this is just a regular way of buying. They don't have the time to go out there to so many stores and work with the craftsmen. So what the e-commerce space is doing, it's giving them a selection. And I think that's really important, that we are spoiled for choice and e-commerce is going to spoil us for choice.
An artist will not really, depend on the market. An artist creates a market for his product. So, be it online, be it retail, it's all about the product and its originality in the end. And Mojarto, since it promotes this originality by artists, it's nothing can be better than that.
How wonderful. Now every week on Mojarto, we also like to highlight an artist whose work you must have a look at. This week, it's Shailene Parker, who's put together a wonderful series of work for you through his lens.
When you start doing photography, it's an exciting thing to see, especially when you work in a dark room. When the image emerges in a dark this thing on a paper, it's a magical thing. Today, because of the technology change, what I can do is paint with light. Meaning, whatever I'm doing is actually painting with light, drawing with light. And the exciting thing about doing photography today is that you can see it, you can blow it up, you can do what you want, you can share it with people. I think that is where one has reached. So, any object that you take, once you look at the object, you start a dialogue with that object. And it's not something that you picked up a camera, you've taken a picture, you got it and you run away. But here is a dialogue between the object and you as a photographer, and the light, what it does to the object. And you keep working on it, you set up everything, light it, take a picture, and keep looking at it. 2 days later you say, no, it's not working because whatever, something comes to your mind. So you scrap whatever you've done earlier and you restart this whole exercise with the same object. I started taking images. I mean, put them in files, shoot, put them in files, shoot, put them in files. Over a period of a year, I found that there is something which started emerging out of it. Then I started saying, okay, this is what I like. Let me work on this particular track. So that's how most of this emerged. So I think about beginning was 2008, and I continued doing it. And maybe the last of the image I did about 6 months back, when I said, okay, now I don't like this, let me work a little more on it. And so, I mean, every time you look at something, you say, oh, at that particular time you really liked it, but now you don't like it. And here is, sometimes you can go back and do it, because I was doing it in a controlled environment. I could go back. It is not as if I was taking a picture on a street and where I couldn't go back. So that's something that happened.
Well, that's it from the world of Mojarto this week. Keep joining us week after week as we keep bringing goodies from the physical space to you in the virtual world.